After reaching the C1 level in Spanish and the B2 level in French, I realized some life-changing things that I wish I could have known years ago. And one of those things is that writing is super important. Most people, they either study textbooks or they use apps like Duolingo. And there's nothing inherently or truly wrong with that approach. However, if you don't write well, you'll never speak well. Which reminds me of an amazing quote that I heard, which says, "Writing is thinking. To write well is to think clearly." That's why it's so hard. So the question is, how do we begin to write in a language that we're still beginners or intermediates in? And the answer is with help from modern tools. When I was 18 years old, I began journaling almost daily. And then whenever I was 19, I began learning Spanish. I combined these two daily habits, and it formed something that would change my life forever. What I would do back then is I would write my journal entry in my notes app or on my computer, and then I would take it into Google Translate, and I would translate it from English to Spanish. Then I would read the translation, and then I would have to take the words I don't know and put them into a Quizlet. This would require me to use multiple tools to accomplish this task. I would use Google Translate for the translation, but then I would have to take the words out, put them in Quizlet, and then use Spanish dictionary to get examples and definitions for each word. But now it's 2026, and my method has been simplified by an app that I recently created called Lingo Diary. This isn't a commercial or anything. I just really think it's going to help you as it's helped me. And of course, it's completely free for you to use. And if you go to the website or the app right now, since it's brand new, I'm giving out free 7-day subscriptions to Pro without any credit cards or any information. It's just a gift from me to you. So this is how I've been learning to write better in French, using the same method I've used for years, just with this new app. So I go to the Lingo Diary website or I go to the app. I write a journal entry in English in a way that is much more advanced than I could write it in French. I click Analyze and Save, and then I read the translation out loud to myself. After this, I take my physical journal and I write my journal entry by hand with a pen. And then I use the app to record myself reading my journal entry. Afterwards, I save the journal entry and I open it up and look for words that I don't recognize or that I don't know very well. And I'll click on them and add them to my vocabulary vault, where I can study them through flashcards and tests. And that's it. And with this method, I've learned over 500 words within the last month alone. And obviously, I've gotten a lot of writing practice, which helps me speak better whenever I go to speak in French. Check out the app or the website in the description and tell me what you think. I know it's really going to help you, and with your feedback, we'll be able to make it so much better. These are the current languages that are supported on the app. But very soon, we're going to roll out or release new languages for the app. I really hope that 2026 is going to be the biggest year for your language learning journey. As always, it was a pleasure seeing you again, friend. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Goodbye.